Friday Night Live, sometimes called Fairy Tale Friday. I used to have Fairy Tale Fridays. I had a friend, another reader guy, who had Fairy Tale Fridays, but I don't know whatever happened to him. I forgot what his name was. I know one thing. He believed his twin flame was Taylor Swift. Hey, Terry! Thank you for coming and being generous as always. Thank you so much. How's it going? We got a quiet start, but that's okay because sometimes it gets busy fast. I don't have any kitties to show off. You know what? Well, this one that I just, hi Rainbow, this one that I just did a review on, I think it's in good, it looks good. I think that they would probably accept it. So I'm going to try, what I'm going to do is see if they'll make it live to buy on makeplayingcards.com. Yeah. There's another one that I need to buy. Maybe I'll use some funds, some tarot reading funds for that one. But I have one in my shopping cart that it's the Lenormand deck that I just made. I finished it and I would like to buy that, but I have to make sure I have enough for that. Yeah, I love that. Isn't that so nice that they have different colors now? So they have the silver and the gold, purple, I think it's red and green and blue. The red and green and blue are, red is very red, the green is like a dark green, and the blue is like a dark blue. But I've found that I feel like this purple is just a really nice purple. It's not too dark and not too light either. It's like just right. I love silver too. And a lot of those early decks I edged in silver, like my, actually, I'll just get them out. like my fairy forecast deck. Pretty much all of the first ones that I made were with the silver. But see, isn't that silver? That's so pretty. It's different than the glassy silver that you see some of these decks have. This one is more like sparkly silver, which I like a lot. Hi. And yeah, and I did that again for the erotic, this one for kind of for myself, erotic enchantment. You can get this deck at printerstudio.com without the edge. Sadly, the Printer Studio company, which is in California, but I think they're like sister company to Make Playing Cards, they don't have all of the fun extras that Make Playing Cards has. And then to be, like Doreen Virtue, I had to go for gold on this one, on the romantic fairy deck. But yeah, so I like my colored edges, but the one that I definitely like is the rainbow. Y'all are seeing all my colored edges. Now I'm gonna have a colored edge collection of my decks. So when they came out with a holographic color, I was like, whoa, but they didn't have purple yet. So this one would have been perfect in purple. But I was so thrilled to get the the rainbow holographic one anyway. So yeah. So I think my Lenormand is going to be in that same rainbow holographic because I the colors are, I have a lot of colors going on at the same time on that. This one is definitely just like mainly the pink and the purple, but it has like the swirls. So, hey Celestine, welcome. I know purple. You know, purple's not my favorite color, but it is my favorite, one of my favorite colors to work with as far as decks are concerned. Like, here, let me show you another beautiful purple edge deck. My son bought me this deck. I could do a whole show of, actually, I have done that. Let's see, where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? There it is. What else was I gonna show you? Yeah. Of course, and then the Seasons of the Witch come in a lot of gorgeous, all there, and they're so affordable, like only $20 from Amazon. So when I decided to do like daily dust, I was like, well, I can buy these decks because I do daily dust, so that's my way. But see, this one is kind of, it's pretty close, right? It's similar color. Yep. Oh yeah, that I was gonna show what my favorite color is though. And I think, you know, somebody asked me what are your favorite decks, and just because I'm a girly, very sometimes just shallow, I like the ones that are pretty, you know. And this one is one of those rainbow edge, the rainbow tarot, rainbow hearts, rainbow. So maybe we can do that tonight. You know, pick your favorite color deck. Here, I'm going to show you one of my other favorite color decks. These two. Now, if they had this, my Lenormand, I would edge in this teal blue if they had it. But they just have like a dark blue. But this is actually my favorite color. This aqua blue. It's kind of flaked off already a little bit. And it was Vanessa Samina's deck who got me so inspired with having rainbow edge. And what I like about hers, she has like she's incredible. She's got these little iridescent stars and all of these stars. Like, I know all of that took some work, and she even did it on her booklet, and she edged the booklet, like, and even with all of this full color booklet and all of that, this deck still turned out to be fairly affordable. And she also has that beautiful rainbow edge, and it's so cute. It's got both sides has little stars. Like, that stuff is hard. I mean, that takes some time. I almost was gonna make a deck where I just like put stickers on, so I wouldn't have to try to figure out how to do this with MakePlayingCards.com. But they do have a feature like that. It's just, I don't know how to use it. It's complicated. Anyway, so there, those in a real quick flash are some of my favorite decks, simply because they're so pretty. But I want to tell you, like, the deck that's really been like my go-to lately because of the way it reads is the Guardian Angel messages. It's so positive and the images are so clear and the energy is so nice. I love Radley too. Like, he's such a really sweet guy, and that this deck is one of my favorites to work with. So I'm hoping that the deck that my tarot that I'm making right now has some of that kind of energy, you know, that real positive energy, easy to read and stuff. All right, let's see. So that's the special. $5 special is a message from your person, like how do they feel? How does your person feel? Okay. And then, so Terry, you get to go first. Terry, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna focus on tonight? The other decks I really, really love, of course. I love these two decks, the Kipper and the Gilded Reverie, because they really answer like straightforward kind of questions. The art is really, really nice, and they also have beautiful edges. So it's like it's got everything that I'm looking for in a deck. And you know, the book, the way it's written is really good. It's good English and makes good sense. I mean, I like the Los Scarbeo decks, Los Scarbeo. They're beautiful decks, a lot of them, but sometimes the way they translate English it's very European, it's kind of Italian, a little bit harder to understand. To me, some of the best Los Scarbeo books are the Arcanum Tarot and the Telema Tarot. Thelema and the Arcanum. I think that's how you say they are. Anyway, those were two of my favorite. I mean, I really broke those in and wore those out quite a bit. I could show you those too real quick. Okay, Money Manifestation. Maybe I'll bring you one of those decks. Yeah, the Arcanum and the Telema. They were kind of my inspiration because they have like a lot of the knights and maidens, kind of classic images, which I like very much. Hi, Natalie. Oh, hey, Cheryl. Cheryl's here. I won't forget you. Okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't see if you were here. Okay. Okay. All right, ladies. So Terry, okay. There we go. Let's check out Money Manifestation. So in this deck, The images are so beautifully straightforward and really well done. They're a combination of, they're like photorealistic, which I don't normally like photorealism. I like artistic realism, but you know, it'll do. It's good. It's really good. And you know, these images and this deck inspired me to make the Enchanted Romance deck that I made. So yeah, it was, even though I used pre-Raphaelite images for my deck, this was kind of an inspiration. It just kind of helped me along with the choices and stuff. I really like this deck. So this deck is live and ready to buy. So I'm so excited. I'm glad that they accepted it finally. After a year of like put it off, and then I finally said, okay, I'm gonna fix it. Whatever's wrong with it, I'm gonna fix it. And so they finally, so I'm gonna try that with this one too, make it live. But this one should be easier because there's not a fancy box. It's a very simple box just with a pretty purple edge. All right, let's go. And this, I colored myself brown. I was like, brown, that sounds good. It's not a very good coloring job, but back in the day, I colored every deck that I had because, I don't know, it does give it sort of my energy when I paint on it. This deck is pretty good too with the shuffling. I notice on some of the decks after I edge them, they don't shuffle as well. So that's something to consider. This one is kind of worn in a little bit more than a lot of my decks because I've had it for a while. And a lot of my initial inspirations of what decks to buy came from Journey into the Light, a tarot lady channel. I loved her channel. She was so amazing. She did twin flame readings and she had this really beautiful Romanian accent. And I don't know, I think her channel, I think her channel's gone or faded away, but anyway, she was one of my faves. I loved her so much. And she used this deck and the other deck, and she was so patient with me. I would ask her, what deck is that? What deck is that? You know, like all the time, the different. And she would always respond and be very gracious about my questions. And most of the things that she bought from like Russia and that part of the world. And some of the things, like there's the Tarot of Inspiration that I couldn't even buy here for a while, and finally I was able to get that one. So one of these days I'm going to show you, I'll do a, well, maybe I'll go show you the Tarot of Inspiration real quick first, just to get it out of the way of what I'm talking about. Let's see, where is that one? I have so many favorite decks, but this one from Russia I got, Tarot of Inspiration, and this too was a lot like the Arcanum Tarot. I bought the Arcanum because I couldn't get this one, and then I made this deck because I couldn't get this one. And finally, I was able to get it. And I mean, the backing is okay, and there's no edge, but the images, you know, were a lot of the classic pre-Raphaelite images that I like so much. So that was the reason. But since I edged it sort of like a bronze, it changed the way it shuffled, so it stopped shuffling as nice. Still not so bad, though. Pretty good still. And then I was in a phase where I was doing twin flame readings, and this one side was his and one side was hers, and so I was like using matching kind of decks, and that's why I decided to make a borderless version of my deck, but I haven't bought that one. I haven't bought it. So, whatever. It's okay. It is okay. So, back to your reading. I think Arcanum is giving me the energy that I want for you. But that being said, if anybody saw a deck that they liked, just let me know. I have them all out here ready for you. All these different tarot decks. Okay. So let's get some money manifestation for you. Woo, okay. It's gonna start with a message, some kind of news, and then a feeling of whirlwind, not whirlwind, but like like things happening, things going into motion, getting into motion pretty quickly after this initial. Hey Mimi. Well, I like that idea. We can have Leo night or Libra night. Well, welcome. So in the description box, you can kind of get an idea what I'm doing. I make a little list. There's plenty of room for you on the list. If you would like to have a freebie tonight, I sometimes I just do one freebie depending on how full we get. And you're a Libra. Why did I know that? So yes, Libra nights. Okay, because I'm psychic, that's why. All right, we're gonna continue with Terry's reading, but she asked the question about her her money situation. She wants to manifest this thing to come in that's like keeps teasing her, like her readings keep teasing about a windfall of some sort, windfall, and it starts with some kind of news or message. I see a fairy or little light. I see a blue light. So let's see. Well, there is the Ten of Pentacles that you're looking for. It's coming through. Manifesting. It's kind of like, okay, Spirit, we know. Are we asking the question? So here's maybe some of the answers. Judgment. Queen of Pentacles, which will be you once you get those pentacles. I know, right? Yay. The Star. Look how like worn in these cards are. Look at all those scrapes. And Strength. All right. So let's go with these. So I'm going to read a little from the books because I find it very fun. They especially the court cards have character, like they talk like people, and I like that when they do that. And then the major arcana just feels like a higher energy, high entity. So let's start with the Magician. These are, and also by the way, the Magician and the Star, like sometimes I see them as twin flames or like the other half of each other. Sometimes. Yeah. Very nice couple there. So the Magician, and they could be also parts of you, your yin and your yang, your masculine, your feminine. The Magician is saying, I am in complete control of the forces in the world. Watch me manifest reality. So Spirit's already telling you, you have the power in your hands. You got this. The Magician seeks to control the forces of the universe. He manipulates all the tools on his altar, the sword, the cup, the pentacle, and the wand. This library gives him a space to practice his craft. He doesn't look at the magic he creates. Rather, he allows the power to flow through him. He trusts that his skill is good and the work he does will result in the desired effects. His red cloak indicates the power needed to work magic. The lemon skate, the the infinity symbol represents infinite possibilities. And finally, the caduceus represents medicine and the power to heal thyself. So those are all his symbols. And this is a very traditional magician card, and I love it because it brings you back to the basic images that are the magician and what the magician is about. The magician is a little bit different than just pure faith. The magician is kind of like it is a combination of your faith and the resources that you have and the tools at hand, the things that you have at your disposal. So it talks about something that you've got to do, an action that you might have to do, a physical thing that you have to touch and bring this about. It could be, could be like even a lottery, like one of those machines that you have to move. I don't know why I'm seeing that in my eyes, but something like that, you know? So let's talk about the start. I'm going to hit all the major arcana cards, and you got a lot. That means that the outside influences are strong with you. Like there's a lot of guides and guardians and angels and higher power that cares about your situation and everything that you need, and they want to be there for you and help you. The star says, I'm the one who gives you hope when you feel like nothing is going right. And it's easy to get to that point when you're manifesting, when you're doing everything, or like you think you're doing everything right, you're thinking positive, you're doing little rituals, you're not laying back and letting spirit do everything. You're putting in your work too, and there are moments where just like, what else is there? What else can I do? And the stars like gives you the hope to go on and knowing that something is coming. Something is manifesting. So a young woman with blue hair hovers high over the world. I think she's so pretty. And in one hand, she holds the carafe made of gold, and the other carafe that's silver. And the silver liquid pours from both, one directly into a pool of water, and the other one nourishes the small plant growing from the water. Lush plant life surrounds the water. The full moon illuminates the world from behind this woman, and her robes seem to fade into the universal background. 8 stars shine bright, 4 on the left of the woman and 3 on the right. A single bright star glows from the center of the woman's headdress. Isn't it a pretty star card? Yeah, it's one of my favorites. And it just means blessings and dreams and cleansing and renewal. So I feel like there's nothing that you're doing wrong. Everything is going right. If things aren't happening fast enough or things don't appear to be changing yet, it's all kind of in the ethereal realms right now, but the stars just telling you stay hopeful, stay in faith, stay positive. The judgment, I feel like, and then strength too is telling you to stay strong. Judgment is saying, I feel like judgment is saying, it gives me sort of hangman vibes, like think outside the box. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't make assumptions before too soon, because it may take a while for the dead to rise out of their grave. Anyway, this is Archangel Gabriel, and I love having him around. He could be one of your main angels, and he might be saying, hey, just call on me, Terry. If you need a little more information about how the whens, the whys, the hows things are going to manifest, call on me, and maybe I'll be able to give you some clues to help you. I can't give you away the whole show, the whole secret, the whole show. Like, It's like spoiler alert, but I can give you some clues so so you can stay in faith and hope, right? So judgment is saying, I call upon you to rise up, be free, and take the next step on your journey. This is an angel of mercy, and this is, I guess this is she, but it could be a she or a he. This is like she, he. Doesn't this one doesn't have a particular sex. And this angel spreads their wings open in welcome gesture. Their shoulders are bare, suggesting that it's not time to hide, that their intentions are authentic. Four bodies are rising up from the dark valley, heeding the ethereal music. The horn blows the music of the universe, giving instructions to listening spirits. Not all the spirits will pay attention. Many will stay behind, terrified of what is to come. The background image is hazy, suggesting that we can't see what's beyond. Only those who are beyond mortal can view. This is resurrection, rebirth, awakening to a brighter future. So it's kind of like paired with the Eight of Wands. It's almost like it's not here yet, but you will see it soon. And when you see a sign, a particular sign, take action because it's going to lead you to the place that you need to go. And it may seem a little scary, like a risk, right? But it's a risk that you're supposed to take. Okay? All right. And then, and yeah, I don't feel like there's anything other to say about the Queen of Pentacles other than stability, earth energy. This is you after receiving the money and the pentacles. And so, and strength is kind of going along with the theme of, I often hear the serenity prayer when strength card comes out. It's like, it's got, okay, let's go through this serenity prayer real fast. Does anybody know how to say it real fast? So it's God give me, basically it's God give me the wisdom to know the difference. Give me serenity if you can't change something. Give me courage if I can change something. And the wisdom to know the difference between things that I can and I can't change. And so let's say Spirit tells you, hey, this is something that you can change. Now you gotta use your courage to make a difference. What if Spirit tells you, but maybe that's not, it hasn't happened yet. Maybe that moment is still coming. What if more recently Spirit's been saying, we want to give you serenity so you can feel at peace that it's not yet time, or we want to give you wisdom so you know that it's not yet time to take some sort of action, whatever it is. But then the thing that comes through, some kind of message, some kind of person, some kind of news comes through that triggers you to take action, and that's how all this happens. All right, so let me get let me do the Kipper. Yes, God grant me. Write it, show us, pray it for us, Terry. I think I need, like, somewhere in this room, I need that prayer. Okay, something having to do with your house. Again, the house came out. And an official person. That's, I don't know if that guy's come out before, but it feels a little bit more like there is a person involved in this. The official person can represent in love, it can be your twin flame. In business or money, it could be, it's Ed McMahon. It's the person knocking at the door, giving you your big money. And then there's a community situation. So these cards are familiar. They've come out before. Let's see what else, anything else that Spirit can tell us. I think tonight what Spirit's trying to do is give you some serenity, because the moment is near, and you will know when something needs to change or when you have to take action. You will have the wisdom to know the difference between making a courageous act or not. Ooh, this one's new. So this is my favorite number, 24, and it represents love. And this one represents partnerships and the heart. This doesn't, in business or money, this could be finding a person who's the right match, who helps you in the right direction. This is the person that supports you, put money in your idea, balances your ideas with their ideas, that helps you, helps your financial situation somehow. So the form of happiness and love is simply drawn in my shape. I am your feelings and emotions. I am your passions and devotions. Just make sure no bad cards are around, and it's not. Also, what I'm getting is leading with love, and following your heart is going to be very important in the future endeavors, future and clues and signs and opportunities, the opportunities that come, the things that are presented to you. So this combination of manifesting, but also physical things that you can use, all of these things will be put together. But most important, your heart is the most important element of it. The bird itself, the swan, is a symbol of courtly relationship, monogamy, and enduring love. The heart always is a card that talks about beneficial emotions. So it can, as long as it comes out, it's always a beneficial card. And it could be love with a person, a perfect person. But it could have something to do with the community too. Any more clues? Okay. I want to use this deck just because tonight's special is this deck, and I want to shuffle it around. I don't know if there is anyone out there that wants to talk to you, but maybe the official person can tell you something that gives you a clue what's happening next. All right, well, let me do this. Okay, I got jealous. I'm so angry I can't even express why or what I want to do. That's interesting. Who's jealous? Oh, maybe after you win this money, you need, before you do anything, one of the things you're going to have to do is a protective spell around you too, because when you come into this money, there could be somebody envious of your situation. So you got to make a protective. Okay, nostalgic. Feeling like I've known you my whole life. Maybe we've met before in a past life. I have fond memories. Somebody you might know already. Somebody who's happy or pleased. Feeling just plain happy. I can't seem to wipe off this silly grin. Okay. And mystified. It's a very mixed emotions person here. Feeling perplexed and a little bewildered. Like there's a lot going on. But secure. I got you, baby. You're safe and sound, and I trust you completely and confident. Like this feels like what they want to feel like. Feeling good in my skin and good about us as a couple. It feels sort of like the evolution. Like somebody was jealous. They're going to come back. They're going to have a bond with you about the good old days. Feel good about it. Also, as they're feeling good, or as you're feeling good, there's this sense of what else, like, am I on the right page here? Like, are we on the same page? And then I think everything feels safe and confident, safer and safe and secure and feels confident. So it feels sort of like, oh, Mimi, let's see. It didn't say, I didn't get I probably got it, but I didn't get a notification. I don't know if I have notifications for PayPal. I have notifications for Cashapp, but I thought I turned on notifications for PayPal, but I probably don't. But I'll write you down, Mimi. And so, Terry, I feel like it's almost like this. The cards confuse me sometimes more than they explain things, but definitely one thing that you get out of that is that prayer. Another thing Spirit wants you to do is create a bubble, like a healing bubble, a protective energy around you, and to continue to have faith because this is manifesting. The Ten of Pentacles is coming to you. It's almost like also, you hear the phrase tenfold. I feel like that's what's happening, tenfold. Like, so anything that you give, you're going to receive it back to you tenfold. So all your kindness and generosity, what you do for me, how generous you are with me, you're getting that multiplied and multiplied and multiplied back to you. So that's another clue. But I feel like Spirit only wants to give you clues right now so as not to spoil the plot of the show, like spoil the movie. Like if they tell you too much, then you won't be surprised. But you are on the right track. You very much are. Yep, you sure are. You're not doing anything wrong. Just remember when there might be an opportunity coming up soon, and things are going to be moving quickly. So be aware of that and go with it. Go with that energy. And don't resist it. Yeah, so according to the Serenity Prayer, it is courage that you're going to need. but it's going to be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Risks are always a little scary, but it's going to be a big reward. Oh, thank you, Celestine. Look, Celestine gave you a protective bubble. All right, so who else wants to get on the list? So we got Mimi. We call my mom Mimi. Well, the grandkids do. And I just figured out what grandmother name that I want for myself. And it was kind of hard. I'm like, I don't want anybody to call me granny or grandma. I don't, Mimi's already taken, Mima, none of those things. Nana, I don't like any of those. But, and I was like, I got, something having something cute, something fairy-like. But there's like, just haven't heard anything cute. But I heard a really cute grandma name the other night. Somebody the grandma BG for the best grandma ever. It's like, oh yes, BG. That sounds cute. Sounds like BG sounds like bees and I don't know, sounds cute. So I like BG. Not that I need to know this, but I did have a dream last night that I was changing a diaper and it wasn't my kitty's diaper. It was like a real baby diaper. I was like, "Oh, it's like I'm actually putting it on the correct way cuz kitties I have to put the tabs to the back to his behind his tailbone, but babies is to the front." uh Funny. Because you lay the baby down, the kitty, it's kind of awkward. I don't know. Anyway. So, Mimi. Okay, sorry. Mimi, since I don't know, I can't see my PayPal, can you tell me how much it was? Nami is cute. Nami. And Mutti is cute. Is German for mother, Mutti, but I think grandmother is not very pretty in German. Okay, thank you, Mimi. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, you think so? So something positive coming in my life. And I didn't see poop, but I know poop sometimes represents money. But like the sun card, that's nice. But I see babies and children in dreams representing kind of like new projects or new creations, things that you're making. But a lot of times, you guys, my dreams are prophetic. And I've had so many baby dreams, but I think, it's gonna have to be grandbabies. There's just no other way now. Um, and I don't know. My daughter is probably, it's gonna be a while. I guess I don't know which of the kids will be first, but maybe my daughter because she's the most mature of the three. But she's really not like all that interested in babies. She's very active. She just likes her life the way it is right now, and that's okay. I don't mind. I think though, she might get a house, and if she gets a house, I'll be like a baby, put all this love into it, stuff like that. So she is 27, something like that. My oldest son is 32, I think. Yeah, 32 or 33 already. 33. And my youngest is 22. So I have 33, 22. I have all those boys are master numbers. And she's 27. Wow, you're gonna be 32. Aw. Are you Scorpio? You said you were a Libra, right? That's right. Libra. Well, thank you so much for your PayPal. I love having a little extra in my PayPal and my Cashapp accounts as well. It's such a nice, like a little buffer here and there. Get myself little treats, coffee and ice cream and things like that. So I do love having that too, very much. All right. So Rainbow, what are you? Shall we use the rainbow deck on you? I'll shuffle it just for fun. Also, this book is just simple, but it's a really nice, simple, straightforward. I like the meanings. They're very classic meanings. Very nicely done. Rainbow says, I would like to know if I'm meant to be a nurse. I'm trying to go back to school, but I just can't afford it. I have to take extra days at work just to pay bills, so I really need some guidance. All right. Well, let's look into it. If it's worth the extra money, is it worth the extra time to continue your nurse education? You are a nurse now, aren't you? You're a particular level nurse, right? Are you a nursing student, Mimi? Look at that. I love that. Rainbow, didn't you like pass your GED or something? Like, what is it? You were doing some tests, schooling. Should you put money into schooling? It's hard, not gonna lie, but if you're determined to do it, then I encourage it. Yeah, nurse assistant. Okay, your reading started off same way as Terry's, with the Eight of Wands, just a different deck. Isn't that interesting? And some kind of similar message that some communication is coming through, some quick action. Let me see if there's any other words that intention becomes action. Synchronicity, unified direction. And similar to Terry too, I'm hearing about the heart. Like if your heart's not into it, you're not going to be able to find the money to pay for it, because you're not letting your heart be into it. But if your heart's into it, then everything will fall into place. So let's keep, yeah, it is. Let's keep looking. I feel also, I'm getting a message here that the Eight of Wands is saying, so you might be getting news soon that will help you make your decision a lot easier. Ooh, yeah. Oh my God, you also got Judgment like Terry, but your message slightly different, because I'm seeing that. I'm seeing kind of a, all right, Judgment is, Archangel Gabriel, and Gabriel went to Mary to tell her that she was pregnant. And I feel like there could be some, you could have some kind of news that changes things for you. So this is quick. This is a very powerful message coming through for you soon. And once you get this, you won't have problem deciding if going to school is worth it or not. You're going to know 100%. You won't have any doubt like you have tonight. Like you won't need a tarot reading to help you know, because you're going to know immediately. Got the Knight of Cups. Of course, your husband is always here. He's always giving you love and support. This kind of looks like him too. Okay. Page of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Also 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is this feels like your house for sure. Happy investing. The money's there if you want to go down that path. But I feel like you're going to know 100% what you want to do very soon. Like the answer is going to come to you like almost like an aha moment, I just feel. The Page of Wands. Who's the Page of Wands? Like a young person, some kind of young energy coming through. Oh, I know what it is. Page of Wands. School, studies. If you have the passion to do it, the money will appear, will be there for you. If you have the passion. Your husband, I think, is saying that to you or something. He might be saying like, honey, if you really want to do this, then we'll do it. Let's do it. I'll help you. We'll find a way to make this happen if you want to do it. Don't let your doubts or your lack keep you from this if this is something you really, really want. But don't do it. Don't do it if you just are thinking in your mind, well, I should be a nurse so I can make more money and blah, blah, blah. If it's just materialistic, because the devil came out too. And the devil's saying, don't do it for just pure materialistic reasons. Do it because it's a passion. It comes from passion, from a true desire that you really want to do this. Not I feel like it should not be a materialistic choice, in other words. So it's kind of complicated because one, you need money to invest in yourself, to continue your education so you can have a job that might make more money. And that's great. But it shouldn't be about that. Money shouldn't be the main focus of this. So let's say you have your heart and your passion in it, and you're just like, I just really want to do this and achieve, and I love helping people, and I love this line of work, and I just really want to keep moving up because of the challenges and excitement it brings, and feeling like I'm growing and learning new things and being the best, version of me I can be, and all of that fun, positive energy. If you're feeling all of that, then I think the resources will appear for you, kind of like the Magician card. Let's see what else. Let's see. Let's use a little. Here's one of my favorite decks that's not edged in any particular pretty color, but I did color it myself. I colored it in gold. I did. And so what I did first, I really worked hard on this one. I colored the edges yellow, I think, and then I put the gold over it because it goes with that anyway. Could have done it in blue, but Mimi says, Rainbow, I want to be a nurse because I really love helping people. And yes, the money is great, but if you only focus on the money, you will be discouraged. It can be stressful at times. There is been occasions where I wanted to quit, but I'm still here. What does Spirit want to tell you about this? What else? Ooh, look at that. Look at the rainbow. Doors are opening. it may be in a whole different way than you expected, Rainbow. Like it may not even have to do with school, but the door to personal healing and happiness is opening to you. Now think about it, Rainbow. Really think about it. What would make you happier than anything else? I've been a nurse assistant for 10 years, but I really would like to be a critical care nurse. That would be a dream come true for me. See? Dream come true. If it's truly your dream to be a critical care nurse, then I think everything is going to fall into place for you. The door to personal healing and happiness is coming through. And it's like not only personal healing, but helping others to heal, right? Because that's what nurses do. And this is also represents new beginnings in your personal life and in every area, you know, like in with your house and maybe your own fertility and your doing things in your career. This card is a harbinger of positive change. The beautiful light-filled door opens onto a lush rainbow-lit, spring-filled. This is you, totally, Rainbow. Look at that. It's giving you a big thumbs up. It's a rainbow-lit spring field with vibrant lotus flowers. Whether you're working on some inner healing, such as breaking an addiction, or looking to make some external changes, such as finding a new place to live, which you did already, congratulations. This card signals that your life is opening up and new opportunities are about to appear. So the basically surrender the how, Rainbow. If you're like all in your head about how to pay for this, don't let that part go if you can. I know it's hard, but let it go because Spirit's got some opportunity to come soon for you to show you how, you know. Um, and the changes that you've been working on are ready to blossom with wonderful results. So make sure you see your personal intentions through with continued action and optimistic expectations. Stay in an optimism. So just exactly what you said to me, what you wrote down, you repeat that as many times as you can out loud or written. Say, I would really like to be a critical care nurse. That would be a dream come true to me. Also, you can say, I am a critical care nurse and I am doing wonderful work for the community and it fulfills me and I am happy in this role. And so kind of act as if, you know, be in that feeling. Like, how would you feel if it happened to you? And think about it and feel it and let it absorb in your body. And so let go of the how, the money, which is there. It's going to happen one way or another. The money will come through. But sink into the feeling of the having it. And so here's a good affirmation. I am strong, focused, and self-directed. I have the power to create wonderful new realities in my life. All right, I'm gonna see. Let's see what. Let's see. What am I doing? The Lenormand. Let's do a little Lenormand here. What does the Lenormand want to say? I know I'm gonna go with the other Lenormand that likes you the most. This one, I just see this one is your Lenormand right here. Ooh, the child. Mm-hmm. See, I mean, I feel like when you get your blessings, they're all going to come in a big wave of goodness all at once. I want to see what's going with the child because the child could just mean something new. Let's check it. Let's see. What does the child mean? Oh, the bear. Mama bear, Papa bear. This could be messages from baby, spirit baby, rainbow baby. The bear I often see as your husband. Bear sometimes represents the the divine masculine, but it can also represent opportunities, bosses, financial help. The Tower. All right. So I feel like with the Tower, you may be moving on up. You have the opportunity. And the Tower also represents school, and yeah, so that could represent places of learning, and it could represent places of work at the same time. It can represent the hospital. It can represent bureaucracy of all kinds, and paperwork and report cards and things like that. So I feel like spirit's kind of encouraging you. Think so. The only thing is like don't do it just for money, do it because it's your passion. So now that we've established that it's your passion, I think don't worry about the money. Like don't let the negative energy of money get in the way of your dream coming true, because this is coming through for you. The 10 of Pentacles. I think you can totally. I'm feeling totally. This is your birthright. I feel like you were meant to do this. I feel like it's meant to be. It's part of the phases of things that are supposed to be happening in your life. And that's just one of them. One in many good things coming towards you. That's what I feel. The child probably came out because the hubby is trying to get me pregnant sooner than later. He's been telling me this for the past 3 days. Aw. Oh, this is the Rainbow Heart Tarot. And the booklet is this thing. Like, I don't know why they use this heart, but I like this image. And it has it's got, this beautiful rainbow. That's why I used it for rainbow. And it's a really nice, not gender specific, kind of inclusive type deck as well. It is. I like it. It's one of my favorites. I think I got it on Etsy. And normally my style isn't like, graphic, real bright graphic. I like realism, but I thought that it was important to have a variety of styles, and so I'm glad I got this one. This is very cute. You're welcome, Rainbow. Good luck. I'm feeling encouraged for you. Yeah, and I'm thinking, Rainbow, like if you do get pregnant, you may want to like free up your schedule and not overschedule yourself. But you know what? Like if you're the kind of girl that can do it all, then do it all. Do as much as you want to do. I was pregnant with my daughter, and I was working 40 hours a week and going to night school. And I tell you what, it was rough, but I think it was very rewarding to have that excitement at the end of the day going to art school after working all day long. So you can do it all. You're welcome. Okay. Okay, Cheryl, I'm so curious how your week's been going. How has all the training been going, and you feeling better and more positive, and are you laughing? We left off at laugh a little too loud on Tuesday. Oh, guess who's here? Pumpkin. Pumpkin came just in time to say hi to Cheryl. Hi, honey. Guess who's here, Pumpkin? Cheryl's here. Did you feel Cheryl's energy? Maybe Rainbow's too, huh? Say, Rainbow, I got a kiss for you too. I got a kiss for Terry. And all the people that are here. You're so soft. You're like a mink coat. You're like a mink. You're the prettiest little forest creature. I've never known a kitty so soft. Remember when you were a baby? You weren't this soft. You were so scraggly, but now you're so beautiful. You look like you have light brown eyeliner on. Kiss, kiss, pumpkin. Tara gave you a kiss. What's going on? I'm a little sweaty hot. I get sweaty hot in here when I'm doing my readings. A new routine soon. Okay. Oh, she's kissing my neck. Oh, you had a bad week. Oh, just because you're new at it and learning curve, is that it? Mimi says, you have a black cat. I have a black cat and a brown and tabby cat with both males. Oh, nothing is resolved yet, Cheryl? Okay. Yes, Mimi, I have a black cat. I have two black kitties, one solid black, and then my pumpkin, who's my familiar. She's got a little tiny patch of white on her chest, tiny bit, just a tiny bit. And I got a couple of boy cats, a ginger, orangey, and a black and white. I'd say the black and white Poe cat is my daughter's, and Growler's kind of like everybody's cat. And Kiki's she was supposed to be Michael's cat, but Michael hardly ever comes around. Kiki's been a little more attached to me lately. And I got a new baby kitty, my little Will, who's kind of mixed. Not quite calico, kind of tiger striped. I've never had, in my whole life, I've had lots of cats, but I've never had a calico cat. Hey, Queen Sugar, how are you? I've had I started off like when I was a baby, when I was really, little. My first cats were Siamese cats. I know it's been ages, and I've been wanting to go to and listen to your lives because I've got so many questions. Oh, I need to go to your lives, but I haven't been like noticing any alerts or anything to them, and so I forget. Anyway, so Cheryl says this. No, he hasn't spoken to me about anything, and I'm so disappointed, wondering how my weekend looks. Okay, and I haven't done this weekend, and I feel bad. I haven't done my weekend readings in a while. I need to get back on that, and I don't know why I keep forgetting it. I need to set like little alarms for everything I should be doing. You haven't been on lately? Okay, good. Well, as soon as you get back on, I will definitely be looking for you. And I hope everything's going all right with you. Queen Sugar, are you in Indianapolis, Illinois? What am I talking about? Yeah, Indy, Illinois, right? I've been watching a design show that's based in in Indianapolis, so I keep thinking about you. I think that's where, I don't remember if that was where you're from, or Chicago. Was it Chicago? I don't know, I'm confused. Midwest. Anyway, let me get a message here for Cheryl. I'm going to start off with messages. Illinois. Okay, I was right. So they fix up houses in the area called Bates Hendricks. I wonder if that sounds familiar to you. It's called Good Bones. I don't know why, but I've been obsessed with that show. Okay, let's get back to Terry. Not Terry. Cheryl. Cheryl. But have you been working out with the other coach? Let me see. Somebody might be wanting to say something. Feelings. What are their feelings? Let's see who this could be. Somebody's impressed by you. They're impressed. Your style and confidence is very appealing. I admire you. Somebody admires you. Somebody's content with you. So maybe this weekend you're going to feel a new energy, better energy. Somebody's going to be nice to you, like treat you like they admire you. They think that they like your style. They like the way you look and act and whatever. They like who you are. They admire you. And also all the things that you do for community and whatnot. And I feel like you're going to have a feeling of contentment. Feeling so content with you. I'm ready to introduce you to people important to me. So there's this energy of somebody coming through that doesn't want to hide you, doesn't want like a, secret rendezvous. This is somebody who's proud of you and they want to show you off. Okay? I'm proud to stand by you. Proud. Somebody who likes to talk, talks about you and how impressed they are by you. Thank you. I just did them with playingcards.com. They have the purple edges now. And so I had one version that was all holographic and I couldn't read it and it was bothering me. So I made a new version so you could see them. But it's my I feel like I sent you this deck, the black and white version of it, my Sentimental Silhouettes, but this is the pastel version. Okay. Oh, lots of stuff coming up. Okay, so somebody's encouraged. I will win your heart no matter what it takes. You're so precious to me. All right. Somebody else is jealous. I'm so angry. I can't even express why or what I want to do. Somebody wants to take you on a romantic date, a romantic surprise. I'm going to sing, guys. Are y'all ready for this? Turn your face away from the garish light of day. This is enjoying the music of the night. Thank you. And I was very surprised that I thought it was going to be a little bit too dark, but it's exactly like a match is really good. So I'm very pleased with it. Yeah. Thank you. And then finally, you have passion. I feel a strong drive to take you in my arms and get naughty with you. What? All right. So there's somebody who's definitely attracted to you coming up. Really, purple, you like it even the same or better than black? Well, you can, I'm going to try to make this live. I'm getting all choked up. I'll try to make this live. And look, I don't know if you have any of these boxes, Queen Sugar. You have a lot of good boxes, but I thought this box was especially nice. It's so easy and you can see through it, so you know what deck you've got, and it's not expensive, and then you have to bother making all this fancy design or whatever. Like, where's my other one? I don't know what I did with it. Oh, I think I put it over here. See, this was my first one in it. And I love this box. It's so cute, but it was just kind of too expensive. And then it just turned out not to be in the right place. And then instead of, like, I did holographic, but you can't even read it. So it's pretty, but I like this version way better. I might give this version away for a lucky person who might want it. Okay. All right, Cheryl. So I'm feeling this energy of somebody reaching out to you. Let's see. What deck should I use for you? Maybe we'll do the angels. Oh yeah? I think it's around $30. I'll have to look at it again. I think something like that. I'll send you one, Queen Sugar. But I have to I have to get a few more. Before I buy any more of those, or I can send you my old one if you like. But I want to give you the nicer one so you can see. Maybe we can trade. Because I've been wanting to get your romance angels, your version. The one with the stars, the TV shows stars. Okay. Cheryl, what's coming up for you this weekend? Maybe I should use... Ooh, okay. Nice. Everybody's getting 10 of Pentacles tonight. So this is good. It feels like prosperity, security, tradition, a very comfortable feeling. Money's good. Okay, thank you. And you also got Hermit though, so I'm thinking like you may like have some alone time, some time to just kind of keep to yourself, but it could also be a close one-on-one with somebody kind of energy, like somebody being your mentor, somebody being a guide, a spiritual guide of sorts too. But it could also just represent you kind of being introspective. But paired with the 10 of Earth, I feel like it's going to be very fruitful, very productive, very happy energy. So the 10 of Earth is like, I feel like things in your home, things with Nikki, everything's going to be going really good. Like there's going to be contentment at the house, a lot of respect and trust in the family. A sense of financial security is there easily. A feeling of being all in this together, like everybody, like a supportive energy, supportive, like that could be the gym itself too, supportive, or your home or community places where you feel a nice support group. A feeling of completion too, and just the fact that your material wealth is just getting better and better all the time. You may be feeling like you want to try new things. Hey, Divine Pearls Medium, so good to see you. I love using your decks, and I'm always like shouting your decks out. I need to do I've been doing so many fewer readings lately, but I need to get back into your weekly reading and love message from your person, because I like to use your decks for that. Your deck for that. Um, so Cheryl, there's this feeling of feeling like excited for something and pursuing something and feeling the joy and prosperity that's all around you. So it feels like a really good weekend. Um, yeah. It's a kind of a happy ending energy, like the happily ever after energy in the Ten of Earth or Ten of Pentacles. The Hermit is saying this: seek and ye shall find. Ask your guardian angels for someone who can provide you with wise counsel and loving guidance, and you will discover a wonderful mentor or spiritual teacher. Perhaps it's time for you to step into that position. Don't underestimate the brightness of the light you have to offer others. And I think that goes back into this whole somebody being very impressed with you. You know, I'm impressed with you. So meditation, of course, is good. A little time alone or time in nature can be good, and then a little one-on-one can also be good with a nice open-minded person. The angels are saying, we love helping you, but we also know the power of having a human guide. Let us help establish the perfect spiritual mentoring relationship for you. So a very rewarding time. And it'll be a combination of community and time alone. So enjoy both, you know, like I think both will be beneficial and both is fruitful. And I think you always, for some reason, you always, you know, you will, that combination comes out all the time for you, because I feel like you always need, because you're an empath, to make sure you have your own alone time, because you absorb people's energies very easily, right? So when you do that, you have to like consciously take time, your own alone time to feel to feel good, you know, to feel better. So that's just going to be always your way of dealing with groups. Sometimes, you know, you can expend energy with them, but make sure when you're on your own, like do something cleansing, something healing, something to feel at ease spiritually. So Divine Pearl says, good to see you too. Queen Sugar, let me know you were on so I could catch you. Oh, okay. I'm happy you still like me. Of course I do. And I love both of you. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm so happy. Yeah, so good community energy. Let me see what else. Ooh, you got the King of Fire. This is good. So there's a person coming through, Cheryl, who's passionate, inspirational, who's got a lot of charm. But see, the King of Fire could be, you know, fire signs and like you're like Leo's, but it could be just a really nice energy that somebody brings forth, a very positive, optimistic attitude. The King of Fire is saying, you have the gift of leadership and it's time for you to step forward. It's your moment in the sun and people are ready to listen to your words of wisdom. Something going on here where you seem sort of in the limelight, but you have to make sure to take your time out for yourself. But people are very impressed with you. It's so yes, something about being in the spotlight, something about making positive changes in your world, in the community. You're also very naturally talented at guiding others, and you deeply care about your family and friends. And as far as people is concerned, this person, I'm feeling kind of a person from this energy. A charismatic and a heart-centered person who wants to make a difference, someone who loves a challenge both at work and at home, a loving and concerned member of the family, an inspiring speaker with an almost theatrical flair, a generous patron of the arts. So the angels are saying you aren't always aware of how much people look up to you. Your charm and natural leadership skills empower you to make a difference in the lives of others and in the world. So go be a change maker. um, so it feels kind of like it feels community energy. Like the effort that you put into the community is noted and people really are impressed by you. That's the biggest message I'm getting from your reading so far. Let's see, anything else that we need to know? Any questions? Let's see. Maybe Spirit's just trying to say, if things go, if things don't always go right, you can like remember that sometimes we don't realize it, but people are impressed with us. People are in awe of us. People are admire us, and people look to us as for leadership and or a good example, So yeah. Ooh, a wealthy man. I think this is a really nice combination. Also, I'm seeing like there could be there's could be a person coming through that's a fire sign, maybe. Um, so you want to know if things will get resolved. Let's see. Well, all I know is there could be a Virgo, a very like maybe Leo Virgo cusp person or Virgo with a Leo rising man who's wealthy, that's very admires you very much, and there's a lot of passion between you and you can build some stability with them. There could be somebody that you work with that's like this. Like together you both are making a lot of money. Y'all both have that talent. You both are beloved kind of people. Okay, let's see if something will be resolved. Let's go with this one. So I thought you were going to resolve it by going with the other trainer. Thought that was in your hands. Is it not in your hands? Oh, got a snake coming out. The star, though, that's positive. Oh, wow. That's not nice. Seems like there's somebody here, though, that has time for you and who admires you. But the snake could represent, like, talking out of the side of his mouth. Like, somebody... Okay, that's very interesting. Yes, but the answer to your question is yes. There is a resolution. The key represents solutions, resolutions. You will find it. So the snake represents either a person or like somebody, I feel like whispering something or gossiping or bad intentions or not necessarily, kind of like creating maybe drama or something that doesn't need to be there. But the stars represent, hope and renewal, a new energy coming out. And it's not just hope and renewal. This star is also It also represents, it could, like, accomplishing things. And stars are bright at night. Your like dreams coming true, but also your intuition. Now, the way you move through something, getting a clarity too, like getting clarity. So this is what I feel like you're okay. So you know how when you're with me, like when you ask me a question and then a couple of days later you say, "Oh, the snake was this person or whatever." You're going to know who this is. You're going to know why, what happened. You're going to get clarity. The stars will say, and it goes back to your own intuition, like it lines up, like what you thought probably was the reason for something is the reason for something. And the key represents getting the solution that you're hoping for, because stars represent hope and success. And so the key is all about opening doors, also shutting some doors too. It's access, of course, certainty, like you're going to feel sure. This is important, this is necessary, this is a solution, and this is success. So it's stars and the key are success. And this is the big wish card. And this is also wish card. There are two wish cards here. And your wishes are going to come true. What you wish for. Important things are going on though. It's the thing this weekend's going to be important. The key will point to the thing that you need, and the key will open the thing for the solution. And also could be higher or divine forces at work. And it could also represent hidden potential. And as far as love concerned, it's a soulmate. But we're not talking about love. We're talking about solutions, and you got your solution. So I think that's good. You got your solution. I feel like a love interest is coming through though. It seems somebody has really got their eye on you. I hope so too, Cheryl. Well, don't hope, just know. Just know it's true. It is true. I think somebody who's, I don't know, being a little sinister, but they shouldn't be, but I think things are going to work out. Okay, we got Mimi now. The big guy isn't treating me nicely. Oh, he's not. Boo. Well, somebody's coming through that's going to treat you nicely. But it might not have to do with training. It might just be... It might be something altogether different. Well, you're welcome. I hope it makes you feel a little bit more hopeful. I feel like the hope's coming out with the stars. Okay, good night, Terry. Thanks for being here. Mimi, are you still here? Yes, I'm thinking of walking away from the whole place. Aww. Well, that is a choice. Maybe that can be our next question. Should you walk away from the whole place? Hey, Mimi. I am a Libra. Oh, and he's a Leo. I was like, didn't I say Leo night, Libra night? I feel like I should walk away and give up on what we once had. Oh, but I'm afraid of doing the wrong thing. Should I move on? Well, let's start with how he's feeling. And what he thinks about, okay, how he's feeling about himself, about you, and your relationship. Okay, let's see. Ooh, he's emboldened, working up the courage. So if he hasn't said or done anything in a while, maybe he just feels like he needs courage. Last few weeks, I brought him food and medicine because he tested positive with COVID. Now he's been ignoring me. Oh, that's not very nice. But he's very stimulated, excited by you. You are so hot, you turn me on. Maybe you spoiled him and I don't know. He needs to reciprocate, right? But let's see. He's determined. If you do slip away or go walk away, he'll chase you. He's saying, I will find a way to make this right. We will be together. I have a plan. He's excited when you're around. He's horny. You make him horny. Let's put it that way. Feeling a thrill, like tooting my own horn. It's music to my ears. So, like, it's kind of like that one song. I never get this song right, but sorry, I don't understand. No, 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 I thought that we were fine. And then the girl goes, um, ah, ha, 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 oh, na, 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 na. That's what's her name? Pink, right? Pink, and I don't know what's the guy, but basically it's just give me a little, just give me a reason, just a little bit's enough, just to say that we're not broken and we can learn to love again. Anyway, basically, so it's the lady thinks there's something wrong, but the man's like, huh? Nothing's wrong. And he probably will wonder why you walking away when or if you do, because he's feeling like good and confident. Of course he is, because you took care of him. Feeling good in my skin and good about us as a couple. So he's kind of clueless. He's kind of clueless to your unhappiness. Yes, just give me a reason by Pink, okay? Yes, that's the song. and and so it's a perfect example of um, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Basically, it's like most of the time guys are kind of clueless about how your relationship is, and they think everything's fine, and women are like, see this and this and this, and he didn't do that, and da, 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 and what's going on, and there must be another woman, or well, he doesn't love me anymore, like all, there's all kinds of stuff going in our heads. We need to fix it. I want the best relationship possible. We got to work on it. And that's good. I mean, it's good to have relationship goals, and desire to improve and make things better. But sometimes people, and it's not really necessarily a guy or girl thing, but sometimes people get complacent and they get comfortable, and they start taking for granted the good thing that they have, right? For sure. He's probably from Mars. Yeah, Leo, we got the typical fire energy. Fire sign men are kind of like that, they're just, and, you have that air intellectual energy, and so you see a lot more than maybe he sees. So let's see if you should walk away. Let's see what else. You got 9 of Cups at the bottom. I mean, like, okay, so another example, I'm seeing all these like movies in my head. But another thing is like I think it's the Bridesmaids movie where the girl is talking to her friend and she's like, I don't know what's going on with my boyfriend. He's like being really quiet and I don't know, he's kind of distant and stuff and I was like, I don't know, like what's going on. And then later it turns out he was being really quiet and secretive and running around because he was looking for a ring to propose to her with. No, not trying to like give your hopes up or anything, but sometimes it could be something simple as that, like sometimes um, guys will, he might have like this little surprise plan in his mind and something that he's going to show you or do for you and he's not talking too much about it because he wants to surprise you. Like, I don't know if he's the type of guy that surprises, but maybe. We'll see. Let's see what the tarot says. Breadcrumbs. Oh, I know, breadcrumbs. Or the carrot, the dangling carrot. Breadcrumbs. Only when he's drunk. Okay. Now what song is in my head? Don't cry to me. If you love me, you would be here with me. Make up your mind. That Evanescence song. Okay. Yes. Well, you have 6 of Cups. I think that you need a really good heart to heart. And the best way to open things up and get to the heart of the matter is getting nostalgic, talking about the good old days and how you first met and how things were back then, maybe. Like if things were a little bit better or he gave you the right kind of signs or the right kind of attention back then explain to him the kind of things he did right. I think might be it. The 6 of Cups, though, talks about it's going to be hard to let each other go because there's so much between you, like you have so much history. I think you spelled that right. That looks right to me. And then you've got the 7 of Cups, which kind of making me think like your mind is in a place where like, well, you know what, I'm a catch, I've got a lot to offer. Maybe there's somebody better out there for me. So you may be going to places like that in your mind. And then we have 3 of Cups, which is the tryst card. So I feel like he may seduce you back into his bedroom and then you'll forget all about thoughts of leaving him. And then you're back into the cycle again. Like with the Hanged Man, it feels like could be separation. It could be a period of disconnecting. Could also be looking at things from a different point of view. And 4 of Swords, meditating, dreaming. Oh, this is kind of tricky. You could be like in a cycle, but it almost feels like a cycle that if he's not saying like if he's not toxic or like saying mean things to you, it's almost like you what's that phrase I'm thinking of? Okay, I'm sorry, I can't think of it. Justify it. You're justifying it. You know, you justify his actions. You're to yourself sometimes. I think in your mind you justify it. Well, you know, and I think some guys do that too. Like they'll say, "Well, I don't drink, or I don't do drugs, or I'm always there for you, or I don't," like they might justify things. I feel like it's been repeating again and again, not the first time. And if alcohol is in it at all, sometimes alcohol can make make it the cycle not a happy cycle. It can turn that cycle into something that's toxic and not good. Let's see what's coming up next in love. Okay, well, you got lasting love. This is your true love. And I don't know, it feels like I feel like you both want it to last deep in your hearts. I feel like more than anything is just a communication that needs to happen. You've got twin flame union, heart, body, mind, and soul. Like there's things between you could achieve a higher level, and maybe that's some of the issue here with you, is that you have your view of love is maybe very ambitious and very you want to achieve something higher, and that's perfectly fine, fine, but at the same time it's like you have to surrender and accept the now. Now, I don't believe that you have to surrender and accept, a person that's toxic or alcoholic or anything like that. Like, so if there are like real factors those kinds of things, then definitely you should walk away. But if it's a matter of not communicating and not, and him not taking you, and him taking you for granted, then I think that's something that you can talk about, and something that you can figure out how to resolve with each other. I think it's still possible. But there's also kind of this weird, there's also sort of a surface energy. And sometimes y'all don't get deep enough to the heart of the matter, and you just deal with things on a surface level. And it's just fun and flirty, but it doesn't go deep. And I think you want it to get a little bit deeper and more substantial. And the place where it feels the most deep and substantial is the physical connection. The lovemaking is where you feel the most connected. And I feel like you want that lovemaking connection that you have to be in all the areas of your connection. You want to connect heart, body, mind, and soul, not just body, But I think there is other connection. I feel like there is a spiritual connection. I just feel like he just doesn't put effort, maybe. And you do. And so the unfairness, which is a very Libra thing, is to want fairness in a relationship, doesn't always seem to be there. But true love is unconditional. So I know it's tricky and hard and it doesn't make any sense, but twin flames are about unconditional love, not expecting him to do the same thing back to you. And it's also about your self-love too, about putting yourself first. So sometimes that does mean walking away, put yourself first. But and that may be just the kind of red flag that you need to, or like the flare that you need to shoot up in the sky for him to take notice and try to make a change so that you can be happier together. Although I think he doesn't see it. Like, I don't think he really sees it, and that's why you really need more of a, you need to really express it to each other. But I don't feel like this is going anywhere. Like it's not fading away. I feel like it could be in a strange cycle, and I feel like the only way to get out of the cycle is like shoot a flare up in the sky. I don't know. Let's see if we can figure out how to get out of this cycle. Let's try the energy oracle. Oh, remember me? Was it you, Mimi, that talked about the sun and my dream? Look at that. When the sun comes out, it shines on the whole reading, and it's saying it's lighting up everything. It's saying that your love has huge potential, and don't give up now. Like, I don't know what you need to do per se, but I feel like you need to stay positive and start meditating instead. Like imagine yourself in the most harmonious relationship possible. Like why don't you, like, if I don't know if you've read The Secret or watched the movie or whatever, but it's real interesting in The Secret. um it's seeing the lack, the seeing the things that he's not doing for you, that's creating more of the things he's not doing for you. So count your blessings when it comes to him. Like see the good things that he is doing for you, so he does more of those good things for you. And then when he's like, when y'all are really not connecting and there's doesn't seem much that you can do to make it different, then meditate and visualize. Do a visualization exercise and like really creating in your mind how you want him to behave with you. But don't do this where you're imagining a whole different person. Imagine him being this very high, very connective person to you. That's what the sun, I think, is trying to say. It's like there's a lot of hope in this love between the two of you, and it's a beautiful thing. Like you have something beautiful. I feel like you just have to infuse it with positivity. And so the sun is also talking about new beginnings and creativity. I feel like the best way to get off the merry-go-round is being creative, trying something very radical and something you haven't tried before, uh jumping off the with the horse and running, like just not saying that you're going to let this horse go round and round, but you're going to let the horse be free and try something else. So I mean, it could really literally, like you walking away could merely make a difference. But I think you're going to find it hard to do that. And there could be another way to get his attention, but that would definitely be a big way. He would definitely chase after you and try to figure out what's going on and how y'all can work on it. But there's other ways that you can get the same result. So maybe visualizing. Anyway, the sun brings blessings to the earth and blessings in your own life. And just like the sun nurtures the earth, also it brings new life into your world, and brings new beginnings. And it's like it's the nurturing coming. So he may take a nurturing tone to you, just like you did to him. Like how can I nurture you, Mimi? How would you like me to nurture you? How would you like me to take care of you, to tend to you, to TLC you? What would you like? What are some things you'd like? So it would be really like you can imagine him saying this. Another really great tool, Mimi, is automatic writing. So like spiritually write to him and then spiritually write his answers out. And then it's like you're having a communication with him, and you'll be so surprised where it goes. Like you'll feel like it's just you answering it. So what? If it's just you answering it, you're playing out a scene, a scenario that helps you understand better what's going on with you, and maybe it'll help with a solution. This the sun coming out is just really great. It's about creativity and and new projects, new ways of trying things, uh, all kinds of things. And this could just totally be the new phase in your love life that you've been needing all along. So I didn't see you walking away. I didn't see any walking away anywhere here. I saw a lot of sex appeal between you guys. I saw like a real soul connection. I see I see with the Hanged Man, I see a lot of spans of time like that seem like wasted time or like waiting, suspension, like, and I feel like you should the Hanged Man should be used. The part of the hangman, or the meaning part of the meaning of the hangman, is the enlightenment part, the aha that the hanged man gives you, especially with the Four of Swords. So it's kind of like an aha moment that comes to you that helps you transform things. It could be an aha moment for him even, but this answers to me that this is going to last a while, that even though you're in a cycle, I feel like you'll figure out something to move in a new level. It may not be that you're going around and around on the same level. It may be that you're learning from this level and you're going up in a spiral, and you're learning a little more, and then you're learning a little more and a little more, and you're going up in a spiral. So my fear is wasting my time with him. I'm not getting any younger. In my last relationship lasted 8 years. He was a Libra like me. Well, I mean, I get that, a lot of people come to me about the wasting time, and if your desires like to have a family, to children and marriage and that whole thing, then that's something, I guess there's some ways that you got to express it with him that's not like passive aggressive, but that's direct. Maybe because he's a Leo, he doesn't understand a passive way of communicating. He needs more direct, slap across the face, you know, kind of communication. Just tell me, like, um, you know, something like that. But I also feel like it's important not to look at time like that, maybe and maybe there's two, maybe you and him are looking at time differently. Like he may be thinking there's all the time in the world. That you need to read that book too. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, because there's something in there that talks about time like that. Like women will think there's limited time. We got to do this before it's too late. Before it's too late. Women are in that mode generally. Like not everyone, of course, but in the book it's generally speaking, women are before it's too late, before it's too late. And then men are thinking, we got plenty of time. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. It can be frustrating too, like if you're a planner type person and you plan months ahead of time for something, and guys will be like, why are you planning for 3 months for this thing, and then let's just wait, they don't, and sometimes they don't realize, like, certain things need to be booked way in advance, whatever, but not always, not always. If you think about life, can be very fluid. Life can be very random sometimes. Like maybe it's okay to not be such a planner, but maybe it's okay to be more of a go with the flow, random, enjoy the journey. What's the destination? What's your hurry to the destination, So I don't know, try different things, visualize, read things. Maybe it will help you get to a better place, so that at least you're in your mindset is positive, so you can attract positive to you. Because as long as your mind is in a lack, like I wish I had this from him, then it's harder to manifest what you do want, right? So keep trying and manifest, like try to turn things to the what you want and not what you don't want. And don't talk about wasted time. Talk about beautiful, every moment is precious. Every moment is precious. There's so many ways we can talk about time. Time is a funny thing. Some people, I'm about to sing. I don't know, suddenly Alicia Keys came into mind. Been there before. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. I ain't got you, baby. It's kind of like, I've known people who lost their loved ones, and it's like, what would you rather have, like the most ideal situation right now, or just your loved one in your arms, ideal situation or not, Some people don't get to be with their twin flames. Some people have long distance relationships and they can't cuddle and hold the people that they love. Some people don't have people that, like a boyfriend or girlfriend. So maybe it's just a good idea to try to count your blessings. I'm not trying to be snarky, but it can, like that attitude can help change things a little bit for you, in your mind. But I get you. You don't need the breadcrumbs. You don't need the dangling carrot. Just try to visualize the best scenario happening between you so you can attract it. Anyways, blessings to you. I didn't see anything in your reading that was encouraging you to walk away. So I just feel like it's important to just be mindful and more hermit-like and more hanged man-like, more in your spiritual mind right now. And you'll see what solutions you need for yourself. And they will come. You can also, what else you can do? You can ask your guardian angels to talk to his guardian angels. And that can do a really nice trick. Like, ask your guardian angels to talk to his guardian angels to, like, a little wake-up call. Like, hey, your girl needs some loving and attention, and show her you're interested in the long-term kind of stuff. And people get easily stuck in habits, and sometimes they forget what the big picture is because they're so used to particular habits. Oh my gosh. I have a lot of decks to put up tonight. You're welcome, Mimi. I hope that helped. All right, everybody. Well, thank you all so much for being here. And Celeste, do you want a quickie message reading? Celestine? Yes. Okay, so what's your question? Real fast. Is it about a boy? Yeah. He's always on his phone, so I know that's his habit and doesn't reply. I like that name too. Ooh, Celestine, you're the divine feminine. And somebody's aware of your strength and aware of your mirroring. Somebody sees you as their counterpart. Okay, somebody sees you as their counterpart. You're the divine feminine. but I think they're getting mixed signals. Like I think they think that you're like interested in somebody else, or you don't really like them, or something like that. They're seeing things that may not be true, and that's causing them to behave weirdly. Or maybe that's what you're seeing. But you guys have nostalgia. You've been together a while. Feeling like I've known you my whole life. Maybe we've met before in a past life. I have fond memories. He's confident. Feeling good in my skin and good about us as a couple. Let's see what the future holds. Oh, forever young. So the next thing you might want to try or do is not be so serious, but try to be more playful. Also, if you're wondering what, and like, he may be sending you a message through a song or song lyrics. Oh, speaking of song and song lyrics, let's get out my song lyrics. Something having to do, you guys have some kind of common cause together. Something that you're not just love, but something that you're working on together. Work is important to both of you. Your work. But I think it's it's some kind of project that you will do together. It's kind of, I feel like I get it. You know, it's kind of hard to tell his feelings because he's so surfacey, teasing, and not, it doesn't seem like you're really understanding what's going on beneath the surface. All right, let me see if I can get any love song messages for you. Okay. I want to make love to you. Let me be your emperor. So he sees you as your counterpart. You are counterparts to each other. That's how he sees you. Like, I don't know how he thinks that where this is gonna go and what he needs to do, but at least in his mind, he sees y'all as counterparts, as mates, on the, you know, like equal and on the same level. Anything? Let me try to see anything else. Let's see what can happen. Okay, Nine of Wands. I think the next thing that might happen is he may come to you and tell you he's sorry about things, and he may open up about some things that, like wounds, like childhood wounds, or things that have kept him quiet, or maybe have kept him from really truly being fully there for you. But there seems to be a new phase for you. Like the Three of Pentacles represents you and him working together in a common situation where you're going to possibly create something, like maybe even a baby. But it could be a third thing, like, you know, some kind of creative endeavor, work situation, money thing that you do together, or like a tangible thing like making a baby together. So there you go. We can keep looking into this. Just come back every Tuesday and Friday. That's kind of what happens with my regulars here. It's like we continue the story and see how it grows and develops. And sometimes it's a new chapter, sometimes it's a new question and a new phase. Sometimes more is revealed because a lot of times that's the way spirit works with me. That sometimes they don't always tell me everything all up front, and they give answers a little bit at a time, you know, because if they told you too much, then it might sabotage some of your decision making. So I feel like sometimes spirit wants to give you small doses and clues to help, but not spoon feed so that you don't do any work yourself, you know, or that you have too high expectations and then you end up sabotaging yourself. So just keep that in mind, but you're welcome to come back as often as you like to learn more. Celestine says, thank you. I had this feeling I run into you tonight. Ah, I asked universe to give me a clear signal and you showed up. Nice. We're synchronistic together. Yay. I'm giving you a hug. All right, ladies. I gotta take a break now. My hips, my legs and my hips and lower back and stuff are having trouble sitting in this chair too long. So that's why I can only really go about 2 hours at a time. But I would be here as all night long if I could, if my physically could deal with it. But anyway, but thank you so much for being here. Appreciate y'all. And I'll see you next time. Good night, everybody. Faith, trust, and pixie dust. Big group hugs.